I am Dr. Brian Waldron. I direct CESAR at the University of Memphis. I have about 25 plus years in groundwater research. At the center, we investigate our groundwater supply, and in reading about and listening to the issues revolving around the TVA plant, I know that the USGS, the U.S. Geological Survey, conducted a study using one of their models that they developed and found that there would be very little impact on the quantity of water coming out. We have estimated there's about, if you look statically beneath Shelby County, about 57 trillion gallons of water beneath us. I know that's a hard number to picture, but if you were to put a wall around Shelby County, that water, if you took all the water out of the aquifer and put it on top of Shelby County, it would rise to the top of the clock tower. So it would be a very tight spot up there where we're all crowded up there. That's how much water we have beneath us. So when you pull out 3 million gallons, it's not that much. But is that a good use of our valuable drinking water? And my opinion is not likely. I think that there should be consideration of alternative sources. And one alternative source is that they are in the Mississippi River alluvium. This is an aquifer system that is used extensively by Arkansas and Mississippi for agricultural use, where MLGW pumps 130 million gallons now a day. So if you look at all the usage in Shelby County, about 170 million gallons a day, Arkansas and Mississippi pumped in 10 billion out of the Mississippi River alluvium. It's a very transmissive aquifer. And this same aquifer is sitting right beneath TVA. It's about 80 to 100 feet thick. It's sand and gravel. And just like in the state of Mississippi, they put some wells very close to the Mississippi River in this same aquifer, and it pulls water from the Mississippi River and uses the sand and gravel that water goes through to filter it. So the quality of water is not what you see in the Mississippi River, the big muddy. It's a cleaner system. So it is my suggestion that you may consider using the alluvial aquifer for the potential use that TVA is requiring, just to investigate that. Now, I know this speaks to quantity. So you use Memphis sand, you got enough quantity. You could check the alluvial aquifer. That may give you enough quantity. But another issue that we have is quality. And the USGS in 1993 conducted an investigation of the Davis well field, and at that time the Groundwater Institute, or CESAR now, conducted a study in 2011 of the Davis well field. And there is a hole, a breach, in the protective clay over our drinking water supply just west of Davis well field. And doing some water chemistry and analyses of some of the water in the Davis well field, majority, we would see that the water is about 2,000 to 3,000 years old, but there is some movement of water from that shallow system into our drinking water supply. About 20 to 30% of the water pumped from Davis is modern water coming from that shallow system, and it's coming through that hole. And that hole is right in between Davis and TVA. And it is my concern that if you pull more water out of the Davis well field or out of that area near that breach, you will increase the amount of water coming from that shallow system, which is pulling Mississippi River water and such, into our drinking water supply. And that degrades our quality. So it would be, from a quality standpoint, again, better, in my opinion, that if the shallow aquifer, the Mississippi River alluvial aquifer, can supply the water, which I think it can, for TVA's purposes, that would provide the quantity, but also not hamper the quality of the Memphis aquifer. So I think that it is incumbent upon TVA to possibly consider the alluvial aquifer as a secondary alternative and to investigate that.